everybody. One of Weed's here Saturday night, December 5th, 2015, just a little before midnight. Gonna go ahead and crank out this episode 193 of Solo Survival. I apologize for my voice. The good news is I have it. I'm doing this because I don't know if I'll have it tomorrow. This video needs to go up Monday, so taking advantage of things while I can. Now, where we left off, we kind of covered a lot of... Oh, hello. The glorious sights of the morning with burning zombies in the forest. Where we left... Oh, usually skeletons are over there. Anyway, where we left off, we were kind of milling around over that direction. And we were debating how we want to set things up. Oh, frick. I knew that was bad before we landed it. Is that a skelly? Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So we will attempt to lure him over here. Yes. Come along. Really? Just follow me. You have like minions behind me or something? Something I need to know about. Ooh. Nice try, no cigar. Just get out from under the tree. What is... Seriously? Okay, fine. It's a shame you can't pick those up because that would be very useful. We'll probably not find the zombie flesh now that we've like taken our eyes off of it. It was somewhere over here. I don't know. Well, who cares? Anyway, what we were trying to do is set things up. I had kind of asked if anybody had anything in particular they would like to see there. And Nigel was the only comment thus far, and he just advised me against building a giant mushroom because he had one burned down. That's about par for Minecraft. Okay, now he's in pursuit. Where you at, homie? Oh, he just is not gonna... You know what? Shoot, I dare you. Oh. Okay, now we got him out from under there. And he's back. Okay. Well, that was uneventful. I'm trying to ration the arrows. Oh, we got a bow from that sucker. And it's not in horrible shape, so I guess that's an okay trade. But we should head over here before we waste this entire episode with a standoff against a rather mundane skeleton. So, I was trying to think if we had any birch saplings, but I'll still leave that stuff up in the air. Literally, up in the air. What do we have? You know what? We could... This is full, though, isn't it? Not quite. There's that. That might come in handy. We'll just stick it there. And this would be a lot more fun if I didn't feel horrible. So, I might do some of this off camera. Have not decided. Let's take a gander at this and try to decide. I think I do want it to be 3 wide. For sure. So that was what we did. 5. Was it in between them or not? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 5 in between. Let's get our tools of the trade ready. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we want to do there. And then how much of a gap did we leave between here? There's 1, 2, and fence. Alright, so we're gonna need a lot more material, but whatever. So 1, 2, fence. That's correct, right? Yes, looks to be pretty decent. So let's gander at it from this vantage point. We've got the gate. Now we would technically want that guy here. And then we will put that like so. But we would want, let's see, that would be our gap 1, gap 2. Oh, that tree grew. That's what threw me off there. I was like, this isn't making sense. Let's go ahead and fence that up. And we will, I guess, move this back to the farthest boundary if we can. Was that lava or a chicken? I'm not sure. And I think that was misplaced. Alright, well, we're just doing fantastic here. talking about, you know, breathing and all. Nothing else. So we'll take that. Blah blah blah. Throw it down here and there. And we need one more, which we'll take from here. And I guess we could leave that for now. So this kind of frames that part in. Where's our torch stack? There we are. Right here, and right here. And let's see. Get that out of the way. Alright, we should probably do away with that guy. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll have to, you know what? Let's do it that way. So fence. Alright. Not the gate, the fence. Okay. So we have the gate right here. So now where are we at in terms of this? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's... You know what? To make this easy and so we don't screw it up, let's get that out of here. And the last gate there. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How would that have happened? So we have, let's get that out of the way, 5, 10, and then 11 and 12 are the trees, 13, 14, 15, 16. I tell you what, this isn't too exciting, and I really need to like blow my nose or something, so I'm gonna kill this off right here. We'll be back as I've kind of like figured out the layout here, but at least you kind of didn't miss too much. You sort of see what we're doing. Note how that made like a natural staircase almost for us. Oh, that's what happens. Let's, see what I mean? That was kind of cool. I feel bad about chopping these down now. There's Mr. Wolfie over there. Always up to no good. But yeah, this is actually a decent vantage point of that, which I'm considering making some sort of a water tower out of, and I don't know, like tributary streams for irrigation type aesthetics, even though it doesn't really do a whole lot in this game. That's something I'm thinking of. So we will be back. I'll just try to kind of rough in this whole tree area thing and see what we can. Will that damage us? No. Fantastic. Alright, so quite convenient there. And I just sort of need to pick out where we would place everything, or add a block on each side. Might be something we could do, or maybe on this, I don't know. I'll figure it out off camera and be back once we've kind of figured out what we're doing, so stay tuned. And we're back. I only am cutting in because of Goldman over there, so we've got a Butterfinger, and we want to harvest it. I've not really figured anything out on the tree farm. I just kind of staked it out a little bit. I hope our sound actually holds up here. Is there another zombie? Okay, we got a helmet out of that. I thought we might have got hit from behind. Let's see. I don't know that was enchanted. It's hard to tell on the gold. No, but still we got it, so that's cool. Okay, so let's head back. I guess you're with me now, for better or worse. And should we just go down there and find, speaking of zombies, that would spice this up a bit. It's been annoying me for quite some time. That's a dead end though, right? Okay, we've covered this. So let's torch that so we know. Or possibly remember. Somewhere, just I think last episode, we thought we'd found the entry to this place. Where was it? Somewhere. Was it that we found? I don't know. Anyway, so we've basically, all I really did is stake it out, and I remeasured it, and then I was just trying to figure out the gate, but I didn't like the placement of it. So essentially these blocks here, that's 5, and then this was 10, and then 15, so 16, 17, 18. And the problem with that is this was the 9 mark from this side, this is the 9 mark from this side, and it would be a double wide gate. Let's get some dirt back. It would be a double wide gate that would have to go here, and I don't like how that lines up. I guess it would have to line up with that tree, which that might not be horrible. Like if we extend this back one more peg, I guess that's really the best solution for the time being. So right there, and then I guess we need our plank. If we can find it. There they are. So there's our corner piece, and we'll allocate this so we get a better feel for everything. The grass grows quite nicely over here. It's pretty quick compared to other places I've played around with. So, alright, we've got that. That'll be our new back wall. And then this would be 9, and that would make this 10. Right? Or what? Dadgum. Okay, let's try this again. This stuff is annoying, but we should have an odd number, right? 19, so we'd want to place it at the 10 spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be 10 right here. Let's go ahead while we're thinking and mark that off. And then that's right, we added one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Alright, so for better or worse, that's what we've got right now. And not sure how I'm gonna like that, on all honesty, but we'll figure it out. We'll deal with it, make do. The reason I didn't compensate this direction, this is kind of a set thing because of our pathway over that direction. So we'll just clear this out. And although now that's not even on the tree side, is it? I tell you what, it's just... it gets weird. Because now we will have an extra slot here on the back. So in order to undo that, we can't again go that direction because this is a proposed roadway. So this is kind of a fixed deal, and we've got the 2 blocks between the fence and the tree, and now back here between the last tree and the fence we'll have 3. Right? Yeah, once we move it. So 1, 2, 3. If we extend it one more and then remove, replant all the trees accordingly, we'd have a different situation where then we would be back to an even number and the gate would be weird again. Because right now you got 9 that way and 9 that way on a cement gate. And if we add a block back here, it's going to throw the gate off. Which I guess technically we don't have to have a gate on this side. We could keep it confined to the front and the back, and that would eliminate this worry. I don't know. I just don't know. Should not be this complicated, yet it is. So let's just quickly make work of this, I guess. Kind of getting burned out on that. I didn't intend for this to be like on camera type thing, but it is. So what can we do about it? But 1, 2, 3. I think the gate would go there, right? Seems like that's correct. This would be in between the trees, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just go ahead and confirm that. Can I clear this out? Yeah, that'll work. So I'm okay with that setup, I suppose. Not that. But that. With these marking it, so I'm cool with that gate. Now I've got a pretty cool idea that might soften this area up a smidge, but I don't know if I want to go through with it or not. So if we came in and we did the 2 blocks there, and we move this tree back to 2 blocks, or what, you know, we could center it off of this, but we wanted 3 trees. Oh, it should not be this complicated. Anyway, One of my ideas involves flowers, and it'd just be like the backside is decorative or something. I don't know. Let's play around with that concept. And probably a stupid idea. Hey, whatever. So that could sort of fill in the difference. Honestly, I don't think anyone's going to be able to tell whether this is symmetrical or not because of the irregular growth of the tree leaves. So that is another thing to keep in mind. Look at the wolves just waiting for the sheeps to respawn. That said, how much space do we have here? We got 2, so let's come to this side, and 1, 2. Wait, that can't be right? We have 1, 2, and fence. So here we have 1, 2. It's interesting. Okay, well, that should be there, right? So how did we get thrown off on this now? Because we've got 1, 2, 3 gate, 1, 2, 3 block, 2, 3. What has happened here? And I feel bad for making you watch this. Block 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 block. Huh. And then just 1 space there. So what did we do? What is in between these? Just 2. You know what? I'm gonna kill this again, and we won't be back until I finish this. Even if there's a cool armory wielding mod. What do you want from me? We'll be back, and we'll try to have some progress. So stay tuned for the conclusion of this not so thrilling episode. And somehow I made it back alive in this treacherous night. Oh, the things I just did. And it was all off camera. That said, I thought I had rediscovered the, beach. I can't even think of what we call it, the beach shack from way back in the day. And I was going to bunker down there for the night. And it turns out that torch that I saw in the distance was not... Uh-oh. Oh, that is cheap. Shifted. Okay. But it turns out what I saw was, in fact, not what I thought it was. And that led to some interesting situations. So, somehow I was able to get back without dying. And because my sword's about to break, and I didn't want to spend any arrows. So, that said, there's some exciting changes here. I don't know if they'll still be there or not, but I threw down 1 torch, and it seems to have attracted a ton of passive mobs, which is fantastic for us. So, don't see anybody. Let's go wreck that guy. Why did I not eat? Oh, there he is. The hunter becomes the hunted. Oh, that's a strange place for a lake. Where am I? Oh! Camera angle. Okay. Right through the heart. Look at that. We're a mess. But we survived. And we should eat steak to celebrate our victory. What did he... He gave us nothing, I think. So, oh, there it is. Arrows, jackpot. It was all worthwhile in the end. Anyway, I am freezing, and that is not helping things. I don't know quite where this will be, but we spent a bit of time. Okay, I see a cow. I had a... Oh, yes. A flood of what... The horses have even reappeared. This is fantastic. I'll show you where I put this torch. Right in there. And I just did that, because it kind of bothered me. And we have had an influx. Well, last night... I see what's happened. Last night there were 5 sheep. No wolves. 5 sheep. The cattle came back. We've got the horses in the distance. Anyway, you've probably already seen it, but this is what I've come up with thus far. And it's a totally different design. I don't even know if it's going to pan out because we haven't given it time to grow. This tree is the one I planted first, and it grew like a weed. And it might dwarf out those. I'm not sure. But what we did, we maintained. This is exactly the same. And what I did, instead of going 1, 2, 3 gate or 5 gate, whatever we did. Okay, I thought that was a wolf. What we did is we came in, we did the 7 spots. And then I threw down to kind of distinguish it. We just threw down some cobblestone slabs. They aren't full blocks, they're slabs because I had them in the inventory. This side right here, this is the 5 spot, 9. This would be 10 that goes through there again with a cross pattern in the middle. And then of course you've got 4 here, 5. So essentially we kept it roughly the same. I just extended it out, and what I decided, good lord, another huge tree. This is nuts. What I decided to do basically is this little giddy right here, and I was playing around. I might change this to like smooth stone or something, I don't know. Stone slabs might look cool, but I just wanted it framed out mainly for my peace of mind as I struggled to piece this thing together. And so we've got a space from the fence, the trim block, essentially the tree, a trim block, space, path, repeating, space, trim block, tree, trim block, space, fence. So everything is even now. We have an odd, even contingency, odd on the outside, even on the inside with 4 trees. This right here, I was trying to think of how to build like a trellis, but I can't go too tall. And so ultimately I just wanted some light for the trees in here, although I don't think they really need it. But it kind of looks cool, and for now we'll leave it. So all the gates are functional. The crossroads essentially all lead to a gate. I went ahead, each corner piece has a plank, the stick, and the torch on the top, so it's pretty well lit. I think it's going to do fine at night, keeping mobs away. It could be a safe haven for us if we ever get in a bind. Aside from this, we kind of need to clean it up a tad more. Those are not shields, so I think wolves could maybe jump in there, but we're not going to keep sheep, so it's okay. I wish I had a saddle on me. That would be really cool if we had horses here. There's a sheep. It'll probably die. We might too, I don't know. Hello, little pony. What can I throw away? Nothing that I want to. Well, okay. Let's just try this. Oh, hello. That's a good horse. Where's my shovel? That's why I don't do that in tall grass, children. Anyway, last night I ran all through there, and I was convinced I'd gone so far. There's a swamp pony. I wonder what his stats are. Shovel's at the top of the stairs. Oh, it's a pony, isn't it? No, it's a horse. Okay. So maybe those guys, they have a tendency to spawn and respawn for some reason. They don't seem to stay consistent. Chickens, we need those feathers pretty bad, in all honesty. Killed several chickens in the swamp. We killed a lot of stuff in the swamp, actually. Here's what we're going to do. Just so I know that it was us, we'll put that there. And I'm curious if this will work or not. I can't think of if I've tested it, but I want to see if we get a or something. And let's... what is going on? Oh, okay, I thought a wolf was there. So, we'll just do that. I don't really care what happens, but I just want the chicken. And that'll work. So, we should probably, well, the axe is about to break. I did make a spare axe. I'm surprised it hasn't broken yet. Well, I'm trying to give it a little bit of time, and we'll see if those trees spring up. Not these that we just did, but the others. There's the wolf. We gotta figure this mess out, too. I'm not really happy with that at all. I don't think it looks good. So we'll probably tweak on that. I don't remember that. Interesting. We won't do that. We don't need a sidetrack. This is probably already plenty long of an episode. Didn't time-lapse anything this time, mainly because I don't feel great. So, the little trees, they got dwarfed, I guess because they can't really grow up too high. Well, no, we've got 2 spares in the middle. Let's get that out of here. And yeah, so let's take a look at it from a distance. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not, I didn't want something automated. I didn't want something super elaborate. I just wanted something where if it's like, hey, we need jungle wood, we're going to go. And by the way, that's going to be a topic of discussion here coming up. We've got, this was a temporary like spruce farm kind of a deal, but then I sort of liked that tree. So we'll probably be chopping it down and moving it so you just have a better line of sight. But coming in from right here, that will be our tree farm. It looks decent, I think. And we'll keep all that natural to kind of block that out. It's a shame banners don't exist in this game because I could do some cool stuff with them right now in that area. But right there she blows. We'll take it from this vantage point. Colossal trees grew. So it's kind of a crazy situation. There's that wolf. He thinks he's king of the world, doesn't he? But yeah, so I think it's better than what we had. It's functional. And then one last thing I'll show you. Don't really know why I did it. I just needed one piece of dirt, so I dug this tunnel. And it pops out over here, and then this is how I got sidetracked and like running through the swamp and thinking I'd rediscover the beach shack. But it turned out okay. I got a lot of wool and a lot of feathers and a lot of chicken, so not too shabby. But we'll come back down here. I just had that dirt block to kind of keep this area here. Could potentially be shade for a mob, and I don't want it to blow up in this location for what did we just do? For obvious reasons. Most notably, not necessarily the tree farm, but this right here. We're going to be playing around with this, and it could become a water tower. But I am not feeling well at all. My voice is still here. That's the good thing. So I think I'll edit this episode. It'll be up Monday. And I might keep playing, working on some projects, but I don't think I'll record any. In part, if I do record, which I might try to do in case my voice does completely go away. That's what's been happening to people that have this at work. So I assume that might be what goes down with me. What I will do is I will try to get maybe some Eon lead introductions going. So I'll sound horrible, but they'll at least be done in the event that I can't record at all. So nonetheless, thanks so much for watching. Again, sorry this was a little slow at the start. We didn't time-lapse anything, but in the end, I think we have a decent layout. We'll monitor those middle trees. Again, if we capped the ceiling, we could get all of them to grow uniformly. That's something we might consider. For now, I kind of like the natural look of it, even though sometimes we get those giant trees. But we'll figure it out. Let me know your thoughts. Lots of cool stuff coming that I don't want to talk about because I can't breathe right now very well. But mindlogics.net, oneofwisdom.com. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. No funky camera angle swaps here because I don't feel that great. Hopefully everyone else feels good. And that's it. I will catch you back here for more Xbox One Solo Survival.